G'day mate and welcome back to Capital History with me, JD. In our last episode, we got our first mega trucks out and about, hoping to lighten the load on the little trucks. Same time, we got the rest of the refinery built, which means for our 360 crude oil we can bring in, we get over 400 diesel out. We also stepped to the next tier of housing so people actually have some running water rather than just living inside some shipping containers. And today, I need to solve some uni problems, just some minor uni problems. We just don't have nearly enough uni. But before I get to that, I need to ask that very important question before it's all mined out, and that is, if you love Capital History, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. If you don't love Capital History, you didn't enjoy the video, then by all means, you can have your like back. All right, today I need to go through a few things from the last episode and, also work on our uni problems. First thing we're going to do for uni is I'm going to actually turn off vehicle fuel saver. It's something I like to keep on, mainly because if they're going to save 15% fuel, I have to go refuel less often, 15% less often, which means they can spend more time running around doing the dumping and the filling that I require. Next thing I need to do is, in the last episode, we upgraded this chem plant to Mark II. With the Mark II chem plant, I can now actually also process our CO2 into graphite. Now, it's not going to produce nearly as much graphite as the normal coal recipe, but it's a little bit less pollution we're going to be dumping to the air. Also, at the same time, I want to get that one built because I want to upgrade it to a tier 2 as well. I also want to get its associated pipes and belts built because, well, we're going to upgrade you instantly to the Mark II, and then I can copy the recipe across. But it does mean I need to have 144 CO2 to produce just 6 graphite. You and you are going to produce, 96 each, so that's 144. You, on the other hand, don't have access to anything. So what I need to do is I need to go find some more CO2. I also need to unpause 3 houses, please. Well, upgrade 3 houses. Can I upgrade you, you, and you, please? And do I want to? I'm going to pay uni on one of them. Even though uni's not great. Yeah, it's 30 uni. Nope, we're going to wait on that one. All right. Next thing I need to do is I need to find that CO2. So I also need to make sure the pipe's going to be big enough. So back here we have a Mark III pipe. Because this is the last blueprint you put in, I sort of expect by now you have Mark III pipes. But prior to this, I only expect Mark II. So we need to upgrade that pipe, upgrade that pipe, upgrade that pipe, and upgrade that pipe. That's where our CO2 is coming from, which is actually coming from this little boiler here, which outputs both CO2 when burning the fuel gas and also depleted steam. Depleted steam I actually filter out and exhaust that. The CO2 we pump along and we dump into, this Mark II pipe. Which is going to get upgraded to a Mark III. But I need to find a bit more CO2. The good news is, over here, we have a bunch of CO2 that I'm not using. In fact, I have 3 lots of 96, which is plenty for what I need to have done. So I need to have you come out. Can I go straight to height 5 in a Mark II pipe? And can I have you do the exact same? I want you to plug into there. Cool. Can I get that built and that built by the trucks? And then can I have pipes? Can I have a Mark III pipe, please? I'm going to bring that from here to above the water, and then we're going to go for above the diesel pipe. Run that along because it's all refinery. You can just have pipes everywhere. Who cares? And bring that to about here. From here, I should be able to make a shortcut along the inside. I can. We're going to run you to the corner, and then I'm going to drop this down and plug it in right there. Cool. That should bring that CO2 into that CO2 and, run it all the way along to the end where we're either going to, run it down and out here and process it, or it's just going to get dumped into the smokestack. I should probably build the overflows for the exhaust, but I'm not worried because that exhaust comes from the main exhaust trunk, and if the exhaust won't fit, it'll backfill and then head out to those scrubbers. So I'm going to leave those other ghost pipes there and not worry about it. It also means I can delete that off our list and that off our list, plus that off our list, and we also dealt with the cargo depot in the last episode as well. Next thing I want to do is actually need to go back into research. I need to change some things because I also have a wood problem. The wood problem we're going to have to get to, but first thing I need to do is I need to cancel that, and I actually need to add 30 more vehicles. I need more vehicles right now. And then I need to re-add all these back in the list. Thank you very much. Cool. With the vehicles being researched, I can then talk about some vehicle problems because I would like 2 little tree planters so we can start planting some trees. But I have I need a couple of tree planters because if we zoom out to the map, we can see the forestry guys have worked their way all the way through this area. That's now cleared. And they've also worked their way through, everything except this area. They've been sent out here a little while ago. And, well, there ain't a lot of trees left. So I need to start planting trees before I run out of trees. Don't get me wrong, I have 53,000 wood in storage. But more is always better. You have worked your way up a hill and got yourself stuck. Cool, can you get recovered? So, what I need to do is... first volunteer. Excellent. What I need to do is I need to upgrade a couple of trucks. So we'd have truck victim number 1 being the wonderful Billy Cox. And you, unfortunately, are going to become a tree planter. Yep, we're going to start building the enemy. At least planting the enemy. And then, truck number 2, we're going to have a volunteer here as well. Mr. David S. Can you also, thank you, be a YouTube member and we'll also get upgraded to a tree planter because I need a couple of tree planters like now. On top of that, I need to find our third victim. You can be our third victim. Yes, you can. And this one's lucky enough. This is going to be Mr. Big. And obviously with a name like Mr. Big, he obviously has to become a very big dump truck. So I need to get those 3 done. Also means I want to cancel this one and cancel this one. And hopefully we can get those upgrades done. Speaking of upgrades, I also need to start upgrading the fleet. I want to upgrade normal trucks into dump trucks. And I don't want to take from the ore pool because that includes, well, things assigned to mining towers. It also includes trucks assigned to tree harvesters. So I want to go from the unassigned. And can I upgrade 15 of them? Because in theory, we have an awful lot of diesel that I can spend. And the more of those I can get, the better. And you definitely lost your name. Yeah, that's a feature I found out. If you go from a tier 2 to a tier 1, or maybe it's a truck to a tree planter, they lose their names. And can I pause that belt in there because I need you to stock up with materials? Can you be a export? It's one thing I found out with this particular blueprint that makes vehicle parts. We can't access the tier 1 vehicle parts normally. They're just not accessible by the trucks, and I have no intention of fixing the blueprint. So they are accessible because honestly, you use them for tree planters. That's it. And for the hassle of building tree planters, just pause the damn belt, make sure it stocks up in here a little bit, and then transfer them to here with the power of Uni. We have 22, 24. I need 30. As soon as I get to 30, I click this button, and well, you will be magically upgraded. Come on. I have 30 out of 40. Cool. Press that button. All done, and then I can unpause that belt. Trucks will never try and get there because, well, they're just going to all flow out all at the same time. So that'll solve that problem. But it does mean Mr. Billy Cox and also Mr. David S. need to have some saplings. So what we need to do is find a farm that can start making some tree saplings. The good news is somebody has a very, very much raised pipe out of the way where I can tap into and grab just a little bit of water and drop this farm underneath the existing pipe, because I removed all the pillars. So can I get that built, and that built? That farm, I do not want you doing that, and I don't want you doing that either. I want you to plant tree saplings, yes. Now, a couple of things I should note with this particular setup is you actually have a penalty for not rotating the crops. So we're going to produce, well, according to this, 3.5 because our natural fertility is going to drop down to here. But it's actually going to end up being much, much lower after it completes its first round of tree saplings. Then we get a new count because we're not rotating the crops, which means the fertility drops right the way down. I can put in, well, unfortunately, I can't put in this. This doesn't count as a crop rotation. I need to put in this to count as a crop rotation. It does increase the overall fertility, which does increase our average production. But for the moment, I'm going to leave this like this so we can demonstrate the point. Next thing I need to do is I'm going to have a unit storage. We're going to go for a tier 2 just in case. And can I just put you here? Can I get a belt? I just need a basic belt to get them out from there to there. The guys could probably reach over to reach the farm, but having a box for them is just going to make life a little bit easier. Next thing I need to do is set up where we're going to be planting trees. And the answer is everywhere. Can I get edit designation? Can we get rectangle? I don't want to go rectangle from about here to about here. Cool. And then edit designation. You are going to be planting trees everywhere we can. Yep, we're just going to plant trees everywhere in this area. It's nice and close to the base. It means the wood doesn't have to transfer or travel too far. And this should be hopefully enough trees, or at least enough trees and enough space that we can keep things moving rather than running out of wood and therefore not being able to make any construction parts, because that would be bad. We all done? We're all done. The only thing I want to do is probably edit area and slide that a little bit to the left. And can I get that built? Okay, so they now have somewhere to go plant trees, assuming, and this is the important one, assuming, can I rename you as well? Give you your name back. Thank you, David S., Billy Cox, and Mr. Big for all being wonderful YouTube members. All three of you support the channel. And just as importantly, making sure that the channel can keep doing what it does and bringing you these Captain Industry videos every day. All right, so we have, of course, Mr. Big going in and getting upgraded right now. Then we're going to do just 15 random trucks. It's perfectly fine. And all I need to do is wait for those saplings to come out. And then we should start planting some saplings. Whilst we're at it, I want to also do some renovations. So I do not want them bringing wood to these storage boxes anymore. So I want those to go away. Same applies to these ones. I don't want those wood boxes anymore. Was there a tank there? No, there's no tank for fuel. All right, I want those ones to go away. We have a storage box here as well. Can I have the trucks please decommission those? Can I also have the trucks decommission these ones as well? And is that all of them? Okay, if I click on you, you're exporting to there. You are doing this one, which is deleted, that one, which is deleted, that one, which is deleted, and that one, which is deleted. This one, which you haven't deleted yet, and plus those two. Okay, we can get rid of these ones as well, because I don't have this one anymore. And that means that eventually, hopefully fairly soon, the trucks can pick all that up and drag it all home, and we get those construction parts back. All right, with those things done, I need to talk about uni. If we have a quick look at my uni spendage, and my income, I'm making 7.43 and I'm spending 6.5. I was spending an extra 1, being 7.5, because of the fuel saver. We've turned that off. It saves a little bit, but I'm spending edicts on overloading trucks, 0.5. I really recommend that one. Just getting a 15% extra carry capacity for trucks also means that your trucks carry a nice 69 resources around for the yellow trucks. That's very nice. You can't argue that that's not very nice, because that is very nice. So I'm spending half a uni on that. Currently, I'm also spending 1 uni on growth boosts, just to bring the population back up, but that's only temporary until the housing is full. And then I'm also spending, I'm also spending 2 uni on the maintenance reducer. That's just going to cut down on my resource cost to making maintenance, so I normally recommend running that one as well. But then, of course, I'm running 3.2, which is like my biggest uni amount on the 2 oil rigs, and then also the research labs. Obviously, research we're not going to be turning off anytime soon, so that's sort of like a fixed cost for right now. As for my oil rigs, if we head out to the world map, we can see this oil rig is running at a speed of 120 for a cost of 1.6. Uni plus the people, and can't forget the maintenance. The maintenance is actually pretty high on these things. And also the second oil rig is also running a speed of 120 with a pretty high maintenance and another 1.6 uni. But you might notice 120 plus 120 is 240. Our oil refinery can process 60 times by, well, 6. So that's 360. Now, I do have a decent amount of oil stocked up, both in the ship. The ship can head out and pick up, what's that? 1,500, 6,000 at once, and we also have a decent amount of, in the tank ready to go. And on top of that, I have not that pipe got decommissioned because I didn't want to pay for a Mark II pipe for such a short area. That one, and that one. We have this little Mark I pipe. This little Mark I pipe that does travel all the way across the map to this oil's location, and this does give me another 60. So technically, I have 240 coming in from offshore, plus another 60 coming in from the island. So that's a total of, 300, but we're still just a little bit short. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to look for an alternative way of getting oil. Now, there are a couple of options. I could go upgrade the world mines a little bit more, but that would cost me more uni. I could head out to, the far edges of the map over here and tap these 2 oil fields and bring a very long pipe back. That would also work, and that wouldn't cost me uni. My last option is contracts. If we look at contracts and I type in what I'm looking for, being oil, there is an option here, which is, I could do food packs. I don't have food packs. I haven't even researched food packs. So that's pretty much out of the options. I could also do gold. We did set up gold mining a little while ago. Not that I've actually got gold mining set up yet. It's always on the next episode list, and it keeps getting pushed back for about 5 episodes now. But we could trade gold for oil. That could work. We could do laptops, but laptops we haven't researched yet, so that's probably going to rule that one out. And I could do vehicle parts. Vehicle parts for crude oil is also an option. Now, If we have a look at our production statistics and I type in oil, we can look at how much crude oil we're using, well, per month. Per month, I really don't care about. Well, I was using 360 there. We were burning through the stuff. But for the last 100 years is a much better number because this gives you like a yearly average. The yearly average is really what I want. And we can see we're burning about 2,000 per year. You know, it does go up and down. Can we turn off that one? Yeah, about 2,000 a year would be average. Obviously, there are some spikes when, I don't know, we upgrade a tank or we decommission the system for a couple of months and then we turn it back on, that sort of stuff. But, you know, average, I would say, is about 2,000. So if we go back into our contracts and we type in oil, I could do this contract on a 4-module ship. I could also do this contract on an 8-module ship. Now, 8-module ship, the ratio is the exact same. The per month unit cost is going to be the exact same. There is a unit cost each time the ship goes out, but overall, as a strict ratio, it's generally cheaper to go with a bigger ship. So what I want to do is I want to work out, well, if I can bring in 5,250 per one ship, yes. And then I divide that by, well, we're going to go with 2,000 roughly. So that would be 2.63 years per trip of the ship. Okay. And then I need to multiply that by 12 to get per month. So I would, one trade of the ship would be 31.5 months worth of oil. Okay, so 31.5 months, that's fine. If I need 187 vehicle parts, divide that by 31. We're going to go with 31 because that's a much easier number. That's 6 vehicle parts every month. 6 vehicle parts is, where is the machine? This machine. It's one of these and half of one of these running. That's all I need to produce every month to keep up with the trade. Okay, that's definitely a viable option. Definitely a viable option. And at the same time, can we just look in here at parts? What other options could I have for my vehicle parts? I could try to trade vehicle parts for some quartz. That's an option. I could trade, well, the next tier of vehicle parts for coal. That's also an option. I could trade vehicle parts for iron. Also a very good option. Good to have a backup plan. Lastly, I could do vehicle parts for imported goods. You might ask, what are imported goods? Imported goods are, well, goods that you mix with some gold to get luxury goods. And what do we do with luxury goods? Well, it turns out you feed them into the town. So if I take one of these and I plug this into the town, we can see how many of those we'd like per month. And the answer is 10.4. So I could do 10.4 luxury goods, and that would, well, per month, and that would make the people happy. And if I made the people happy, I would get a uni of, well, potentially up to 1.17. It'd actually be a little bit higher depending on whether I'm also giving them... No, actually I don't need to give them anything else. Oh, yes, if they're in the next tier of housing, I do get extra uni out of them. So there's actually a benefit for me upgrading all the housing and forcing them from the crappy housing into the nice housing because I get more uni. We could do that, but we're not going to do that right now. But I am going to look at, well, definitely luxury goods. Luxury goods could be an option. So again, back into the contracts. If we type in goods, being the item we're looking at, 5,250, okay, and now the math is not going to be right, but it's going to be close enough. We're going to need 10 per month. That's 525 months worth. Cool. And then I need 700 construction parts, so or vehicle parts. 700 divided by 525 months worth means I need 1.3 every month to also do that contract. It's going to cost me 0.1 uni every single month, which is a lot of months, don't get me wrong. And 4 uni every single time the ship goes out, comes back. But I could do that trade once and then basically turn it off for 500 months. And then turn it back on once more to bring in another load. That is an option. It does cost me a bunch of uni to establish the contract. It's probably not going to be worth to turn it on to turn it off, but, you know, it is definitely an option. So what I want to do is I want to make some vehicle parts. I want to make some vehicle parts so we can do that particular contract. And before we do that, I want to go back to these guys, which are now planting. And now we can see we have that fertility penalty. It's over here. Fertility consumption increased due to lack of crop rotation. And because I'm not putting any fertilizer in here, well, I just get a basic penalty outright. So we went from 3.7, I believe it was, down to 3.5. The good news is I have plenty of fertilizer. So we're just going to eat the penalty, and I'm just going to drag this up to 100%. So I get out more saplings per month, which is what I really want, because I need to plant a whole lot of saplings, and they're not going to be ready for... Do you tell me here? 12 years. 12 years. 12 years before they're ready. So I sort of need to get as many saplings down as possible before our tree harvesters run out of trees to chop. Yeah. Right, so what we need to do is we need to make some vehicle parts. We'll worry about you later. Oh, and actually, can I look at oil? To do this, I need to establish the contract. I can't establish the contract because my reputation with the village needs to be at least level 2, and it's not. So we need to donate to them another 180 normal construction parts, which we're going to load the ship with, please. Can we please load up Mr. Shippy? Can I also change that to a way higher priority because I just want it done? And then we need to plan out, well, basically 6 of these plus another, well, 6.5 of these plus another 1.5, being a total of, well, 7, and they only comes in sets of 4, so I need to plan out 4 of them. And being the way I'm going to be, I'm going to plan out for double that amount because I'm probably going to want more oil in the future. I'm probably going to want more of the goods in the future, and on top of that, I'm going to need them for trains eventually. So we're just going to plan for having a little bit extra. But I need to have 3 machines. I need to have this one. Plus, I need to have this one. Plus, I need to have several of these guys. Cool. And then what does it actually cost me? Well, vehicle parts 2 needs to have glass and steel. Okay, that's fine. And of course, vehicle parts 1. Vehicle parts 1 need to have mechanical parts and electronics. And then, of course, mechanical parts come from steel. So the answer is I need steel, plus I need electronics, plus I need glass. And conveniently, we happen to have electronics right about here. I happen to have steel right about here. And I also happen to have glass, right about here. So building it in this little gap here that I'm not really doing anything with seems like a really good spot to build it. So we're going to have 2 of these machines, 1 and 2. And can you guys go there? Yeah, you can go there. Can I just remove this just a little bit? And then can I get a balancer? I'm going to dump a balancer in there, please. Thank you. And you're going to be priority out. The idea is if I have extra steel, then we can run this system. And we're going to dump that into, yeah, I know, I'm going to block some ports, that's fine, into there. I'm going to bring the excess steel out to here so I can take it other places if I need to. And then, of course, I need to have, 2 of these guys to make vehicle parts 1. And they need to have the electronics come in, which we can, they need to have the mechanical parts come in. So can we dub, actually, yeah, deflect conveyor level 1. Yep, nope, that's defaulted to 2. Can I have a level 1? Because I don't need that many parts. Into here, and into here, and into there. Cool. I also need to bring in electronics. We're just going to put them over the top for now and go find them in a minute. And then I need to have the next tier of machines being this tile, that tile, this tile, that tile. Let's go with that tile. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them. And I need to have vehicle parts 1, which we're going to bring out. We're going to bring on the ground, I think. Yep. Over to this guy, plug that one in there, and that one in there, with that one in there, and that one in there. Cool. You didn't connect. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. And can I copy you? Can I turn off the R and the F? And plug that into there, and that into there. Cool. I only have steel. Steel is conveniently right here. We're going to bring this up to height number 1, height number 2, height number 1, height number 2. Height number 2. Yeah, we're going to go all the way up with this one. And put that over the top. And can I get some lifts? Okay, you're facing the wrong way. Can I flip you? Did you flip? No? Okay, flip, please. And can I get another lift, which is going to be this way, height number 2. Oh, height number 1. Yeah, okay. And can I... Whoop. You happy now? What's a U-shaped lift? I see what my problem was. I picked the wrong lift. Okay, can I put you there? And can I put you here? Cool. And then can I copy you 2? And can I put you here, and here, and here? And then can I copy the height 1 and plug that in there, and there. And then all I need to do is I need to go find electronics and glass. Okay, so let's start with the hard ones, being electronics. Can I grab electronics from here? Can you go through that port? Sure. We're going to bring you up to that height. Yep, that height. And can I get a tier 1 belt? We don't need anything fancy. And you're going to go from here to... Come on. I did a U-shape again. Yep, I did a U-shape again. All right. Okay, there. Bring that down. Can I get a flat lift from here to here? Cool. You're going in the correct direction, so we're going to bring that under here. And then I'm going to put, nope, wrong lift again. I'm going to put this lift here. And this is going to be on height number 1. Okay, height number 1 is probably perfect for me because we left the electronics at height number 1. So that means I can bring this all the way through to here and plug that in there. Cool. That is electronics 1 organized, and that just leaves glass. So I need to go find glass. We do remember I said glass was over here, and we're just going to grab glass and bring this up to height 2 probably. Can I bring this? What? Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no. How rude. Can I bring you all the way to here? Then we're going to have just a little bit of a squiggle. That's fine. I don't mind the occasional squiggle. And we need to remove that one so I can grab a lift. We're going to double lift here at height number 1. Flip it so it's going in the right direction. Put the lift here so it's going to come out at height number 1 as well. And then we can run this under there to there. I obviously ran the other one a belt, I assume, because I don't see any red indicators. And can I bring this out at height number 2? And that should plug directly into, well, those things if they were facing the right direction. Cool. Can I flip you and flip you and flip you and... Oh, no, it's steel. That's steel. Oh. So I planned for this to be at height 1 as well. Oops. Well, can I put steel lower? I can put steel lower. Yeah, can we just remove this part? And can I bring steel over electronics into there, and then from there to... Come on. Alright. I'm trying to put the mouse at height 0. No, I want to put the mouse at height 1. And I want to turn off F so you try and attach things. And come on. R as well. Yeah. Alright. Can I just remove the top belt so I can see what I'm doing? Just make my life easier. And that one as well. Alright. So you plug into there, from there, can you plug into there, from there, can you plug into there, from there, can you plug into there? Cool. From here, can we plug into here, and then there, and that one, and that one. Cool. That should be all I need. I just need to obviously grab all the vehicle parts too, get them all together, and then we should be good. Is the ship loaded? Did I miss the notification? All required cargo is loaded. Okay, can we load up the crew? And can I send you off to go drop that off? You are set to automatic return home, but I don't think you're going to because you're a pain and you don't like me. All right. You have export high priority number 2 on these things. I'm going to set you to number 1, so hopefully we can get rid of this stuff. And 71 workers. Cool. Can I turn on all of that? And also means I need to turn on all of that. And then we should be good to go. All right. Next thing I need to do is I need to get my vehicle parts out. And I need to take them, well, to a ship. So we're going to run our vehicle parts through here. And then I'm going to flip that one to go the other direction. Remove that bit. Actually, can I just remove all of that? I don't like the connectors on the end if they don't need to be on the end. Cool. And then from here, I need to work out a route to get, well, all the way through here. Through here doesn't matter so much because this is temporary until we get rid of the rest of the copper mine. But I do need to get to this ship. This ship is where we're going to be heading. So I need to work out how we're going to do that. So we're going to come to here. Not enough workers. Yeah, I know, but the ship's finished. So you can come home and I can have the crew back and then everything should be hunky-dory. All right, so I need to come to here. After I come to here, we're going to have a flat lift. I want to go for, I don't know, height 4? So that's height 1, height 2, height 3, height 4. Yep. Can I come out from there at height 4? And can we set you to height 4? And we're just going to run in a straight line. You guys are off center, so you're going to move anyway. We can duck all the way through here. We can still duck through here. Here, I will have to make a modification to get under the bridge. And you know how I built the bridge? I said, wow, we're not going to use that many ports. Well, there's the last opening used. Story of my life. Never built the bridges big enough. And we could go behind glass. We could go behind glass. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back up to height 4. We can come over near the glass building. And then I should be able to duck straight through here. We can. Plenty of room. And come over to here. And then here, I want to go up to 5. So we have the best chance of getting vehicles under. Oh, well, I didn't do a very good job of lining these up. Can I put you here? I can put you here. And can we go corner? And then we're going to go here. We're still at 5. I probably want to drop down to 4 because I need to go under these pipes and I don't have a lot of lanes left. What? Oh, turn off shift mode. I want to go there to the corner. Do I have... I don't have anything running under that until I get to the water. which is then running under that. Can I come to here? I'm gonna have a new forged path, and then, okay, can I come up? Can I then, no, you want to go backward to go over. Okay, can I tell you to go over early? Oh, have fun, valid pillar placement. Come on, you can do it. I know you want to. Oh, actually, that would work. Yeah, can we do that? It does block off this little area, but this little area has so many supports in it. But it's already a lost cause. All right, can I come to here, and then there, and there, and then we can duck between all the fertilizer pipes. Stop there, and we're very close. Can I come around the corner? I'd like to go, oh yeah, we'll go to there. Can I, nope. I was really happy with that. Okay, I'm still really happy with that. I want to get to that tile, but I want to be at that tile at height 4. And you won't give me an alternative path. All right, can I go to here at 4? Can we come through here at 4? That pops out here. We already have a diesel right there. So we're going to leave that there for a second. We're going to turn you on, and then we're going to unload the crew. Cool. Unload the crew from Mr. Shippy, and then we get our new ship set up. So first off, I need to set up this. So we need to have logistics, cargo docks. We want to have fluid modules. I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I want a unit module for the actual vehicle parts. So I need to bring vehicle parts in there. I don't really need a box, but I'm going to put down a box anyway, because if I have a box, it means I can fill up this, which, can I sign a contract? No, I need to, more contracts. I need to actually sign that contract for 12 uni, a little bit expensive. But once I've assigned the contract, I can then assign it here. And you only need to have 187 vehicle parts, but you hold 750, and you're just going to keep eating parts until you fill up the whole dock with 750. Sure, you don't need to put, well, you're not going to use all 750 each time you do that contract, but you're going to have the storage, so you might as well load them in. On top of that, you can hold another 250, so I'm going to lose 1,000 vehicle parts into these buildings. And I have no way of getting those back out if I want to use them for something like trains. So I'm going to put a box, and the box is there, so after I've put 1,000 in there, I have some room to get some out to, potentially turn into chews in the future. Because we're going to have chews, we just don't have chews yet. All right, can I plug up that? Oh no, it's a height 4. Can I come out to here, height 4? Yep, height 4, thank you very much. Can we build, can I build, cool. Same time, I want to build all of that. All right, and we can unpause the train as well. The boat as well. Cool, I'll get there eventually. All right, with that done, can I build another dock? No, bugger. All right, but we are going to replace this dock eventually because we won't be importing crude oil anymore. So I'm going to plug this into here, which is going to be slightly off center because we only have 6 inputs, not 7. So I'm going to plug that there, which obviously doesn't have the one more, but that's fine. And that's going to have a very large tank for us to put all the crude oil in, which conveniently happens to have the pipe right here. Sure, I do need to account for the itty bitty oil, a little bit of crude oil we have here coming in to balance the first. I can just drag that along when we get that far, but that's going to be our plan. All right, so can I get that built? Can I get all of that built? And yep, I can spend a little bit of uni on that. And if we come back to this, we should see that I didn't build that part of the belt. Bugger. I also didn't build the lift. With those done, we should be making vehicle parts at a rate of about 16. So that's a decent rate. It should be enough to keep this running. We are outputting these guys at a rate of 32, which means I don't need to upgrade the belt. That's the important part. I'm outputting these guys at a rate of 48, which means I don't need to upgrade the belt. That's perfectly fine. And we're taking in steel at a rate of, 12, 24, plus 4, 4, 4, and 4, which is, I don't know, but it's less than 60. So again, I don't need to upgrade any belts. So that's all we need to do. That's going to make ourselves a lot of vehicle parts, which will wander on their great belt highway all the way over to here, which will eventually fill this guy up. When he has enough vehicle parts, being the 187 he needs, he'll go get us some oil. Once that's done, I will be happy, and it means I can stop spending 3 uni on the other oil refineries, and we can save that 3 uni, which means I can spend it on other things. lots of other things, like more contracts. Yeah, because I do think if we can get gold up and running awfully soon, then that means there is a very real chance that we can start getting luxury goods for the people, and make the people a little bit happier. It is going to hurt our steel production a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're going to use, I mentioned 4. It's 12, 24 plus 4. So can I go 4 times 4, which is 16, plus 24? I'm using 40 steel. I'm also using 16 electronics, which is not an awful lot, and I'm using 8 glass. It's actually really, really cheap to make vehicle parts. The steel is the biggest component, and we can just ship those, off for different trade contracts. So that's that done. Trees are being planted slowly. As long as I have, some saplings, enough to keep these guys hopefully busy, I'm going to be perfectly happy. We now also have access to a nuclear reactor, and the love heart is not quite dead, but it does mean that coal is now starting to get very, very important for the future of the colony, which probably means that the gold's going to get pushed back once again, so I can look at coal, because, that's a little bit worrying. As for our upgrades, you are still doing upgrades. We have 11 have done out of 15. We still have the trucks still marked as extremely busy, but if I look at statistics and I remove all those and we go out to 12 months, most of it's still in rock dumping. Dirt dumping, some moving around coal, but 2.8k, 43 trucks. We're doing an average of about, 50 per truck. Yeah, it sounds about right. And also some of those are going to be handled by the mining trucks as well. If we get a full load of coal, that gets dropped off directly. We still have an awful lot of wood being moved, and that's what's probably costing us the most, because of course you're full. And if you're full, that means I have 400 divided by 69. I have 6 trucks allocated to come here at all times. And as soon as one truck picks up, another truck gets assigned. And that's where most of my vehicles are being busy. They're doing this constantly, and they're doing this one constantly as well. And as long as they're doing that constantly, they're going to be pretty occupied. But once this is done, once we've finished shaving this part of the island, I can get rid of these 2 storage boxes. And I'm really hoping, yep, that one's gone. That one's not gone. Do I want to keep that one? Probably. I also probably want to put a second one over here somewhere. Yeah, we might do that at the same time. Can I copy that? Can I put you here? There's no point reinventing the wheel, at least not yet. Can I get those built? I don't have to spend uni on them. We're not in a hurry because we're not even going to start cutting this down for a while. But yes, with the trees being moved closer, that's going to save us a lot of truck transport. It's not just the number of trucks, it's how far the trucks have to travel, because they're literally driving halfway around the map. If we come out, they're coming from wood storage, which I know I could move closer. I know I could probably cut a hole through the mountain if I wanted to, but they're traveling all the way out through here. They need to go to the far point there. They need to go to this point here to then go to these 2 storage boxes to then drive all the way back. It's a lot of diesel. It's a lot of travel time. That's fine. You're unhappy because you have too much rock. Can I just give you a bucket? Can you store rock and build and empty? Yeah. Just the sorting plan is getting too much rock because we're digging a whole lot of rock from this part of the mountain trying to get rid of it. But with that done, we should eventually be able to save a whole lot of uni, and with that extra uni, I can do more things with it. We also probably should look into maybe some medical supplies, so we stop having quite as many deaths when flu season hits. But we can worry about that one in the future. But right now, I'm going to leave this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Hopefully, with these problems sorted, we can do gold in the next episode. But then again, coal is getting awfully low, and also technically the iron bucket's empty as well. Mainly because we're at the point where there's a lot of rock and not a lot of iron. So there are a few other things that we might have to take care of first. But eventually we're going to get to gold. Either way, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you in the very next video. Bye.